now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Wentz first play going right to the air. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. Runs over it. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's second down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A Cardinal first down, Murray to Hopkins.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. That pass complete to Moore. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. And they need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Conner will take this one in. It's a Cardinal touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Prater for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. They'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Now Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray flushed out right. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Got a man, it's McBride complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there, making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7. Shotgun now from Murray. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 45 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Carson Wentz, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray over the middle complete. It's Connor. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
But tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
I'll take your word for it, my man. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. This time they stay on the ground, and he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Moore on the return. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't put anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
To throw again on second down. Murray. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Murray off play action. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. First and 10 here. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. From the gun, Murray. And this is taken in at the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run here with Connor. Give him 3 on the gain there. Second and goal. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Once again, it's Connor. And this time he's in for a Cardinal touchdown.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the draw, it's Gibson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now. He's been terrific so far. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the Arizona offense about set to take over. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Murray a give. This is counter. And some room to run now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him down.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there, just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. After the sack on 1st down, Wentz, and his throw here's incomplete.
But partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Murray's going to keep it again. And he is going to lose yardage here. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Murray now. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Rondale Moore, 44 yards. And the Cardinals have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. Now Wentz. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Wentz. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now Wentz signaling frantically, let's get to the line. They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now a final final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And they take a knee. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And